Hey friends! So friends, I seen this tutorial on Instagram of this guy doing this mannequin's hair with this style, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I need to show my friends how to do this, because ones who want to do like a crown type of braid in their little one's hair and they do not know how to French braid need to know this. So I'll put the link in the description box to how he did it, but I'm going to show you how to do that in this tutorial. And my friends, it is another long one, but I thought I needed it to be long so my beginner friends out there will know how to do it. So I just started off by moisturizing her hair. So now you want to try as best as you can to evenly spread her hair all around her head. And you know, first I just tried to find my middle part where the middle of her head is, and then I just use it as my guide to like spread it all evenly. These are the type of elastics that I used to put the ponytails in. I'll leave a link in the description box to what they look like below. So now I use the middle part of her hair just as my guide to where I'm going to start the triangle, and I'm going to create triangle parts all around her head. So friends, you'll want to try to get the triangle parts as even as you can, but let me tell you, after you see my parts, you will not, they are not like all even, so it's not necessary, but you know, just try your best, especially if it's your first time. Don't get frustrated, just keep going, just do it. So now I did make sure that I moisturized and detangled her hair before I got that ponytail in there, and then I used my comb just to flatten out that part so it looks nice and detangled and laid down nicely. And then I try to get that ponytail as close to her forehead as possible, just so that it looks nice coming around her head and it's not like going back towards the back of her head, you know what I mean, like that halo part. I wish I had a picture so I could show you what I'm talking about, but yeah, like I said, I got that elastic as close to her forehead as possible. So friends, now I'm just going to go all around her head and do the triangle parts, and I'm going to show you guys that part just because when I was looking at the guys' comments, I noticed one girl was like, oh my gosh, I wish I could see how he's doing it, something like that anyways. And I thought, well, maybe I gotta show everything, just show you guys how I do it, because I know for beginners you might want to know more. I might be going too fast. I know one time I was watching this tutorial, I'm like, why didn't that person show that part? I don't understand what to do. So I thought, you know what, I gotta do that. I'm putting the other elastic, and I want to try to get the elastics aligned together like that. So friends, I wanted to mention, if your little one does not like to sit in the chair for a long time, then you might want to do this half of the hairstyle and then let her play a bit, and then do the other half and then let her play or whatever until you're done. Just because this did take me a while anyways, maybe because my parting game is not on point. Like, parting was hard for me, but also, you know, you guys know that Sekora, she is okay with sitting in the chair for, you know, a fair bit of time, but towards the end, she was like not having it. She was just like, I want this to be done. But thank God she stuck through it. And yeah, so you might have to do this in little sections and let her play a bit or whatever, or let her rest. So I'll do a recap of how I get that ponytail in there. I just make sure it's all nice and moisturized and detangled, of course. And then I use my comb just to flatten down and make sure there's no knots in that, you know, part, so it lays down nicely. And then I put my ponytail down as close to the, I guess, the base of the hair as possible. So friends, I just realized another reason why Sekora's been sitting in this chair while I'm editing it is because I'm trying to get so on point with my parting that I was parting like one part for like 5 minutes. That was ridiculous. So I feel so bad for Sekora, but like the next time I do this style, I'm definitely just gonna part it, and if it's straight, it's straight. If it's not, you know, I'm just gonna try to do it as good as possible. And plus, the one thing about having that amazing comb, I love it so much, it is on point with parting. Like, if you guys don't have this comb, you want to try it out, like the tail end of that comb. Trust me, you won't be disappointed if you just spend, I think it costs like maybe $6. It's probably cheaper if you're in the US, but yeah, I love it. So friends, we're all the way up to this point here, and like, if you're still with me, can you guys comment below and say, girl, I'm still with you? Because I'm like wondering if I should be making these long videos, because you know, it does mess with my YouTube when I do put out videos that you guys don't watch it all the way through. So if you know you're still with me, say, girl, yes, I'm with you. So friends, another thing I wanted to mention is, you know, maybe you want to keep this hairstyle in her hair for like a day or two, maybe 3, but I would totally watch her edges, make sure there's no bumps around her edges or anything like that. If there is, take it out right away and massage it with some castor oil. But I personally am not going to keep it in her hair. But she did have a nap because we did this over the weekend. So she had a nap, and what I did was I put a cap on her head. And Sekora does not like wearing caps to bed. It used to be that she moved around so much it would fall off. Now she doesn't like to wear caps to bed. So what I do is I wait till she's fast asleep, and then I put it on her head and it's on all night. So friends, there's a tip for ya. And bam, we're finally finished this part. I think this looks so cute, but can't have the hair in her face. Okay friends, I'm gonna talk you guys through this on camera like I did the other video. So you want to make sure that you have a clip handy, maybe 2. Do I have another one? What you're gonna do, you're gonna have 2 ponytails. One of them you're gonna be splitting in half. So I'm gonna split this in half, and then this ponytail I'm gonna put in between those halves, okay? And then I'm going to clip this here so I can work with these 2 halves. Then you don't really want it to be too tight, but you're gonna put an elastic here. So you don't want to put the elastic too tight. If you want it to be like nice and loose? Yeah, loose and kind of thick looking. So you're just gonna put your elastic here. And you're gonna do that all around. So the same for this. So now you grab the one that's in the middle and you're gonna combine it with the hair that you just, you know, the one that's connected to it. You're gonna split it in half with this hair. So you just wanna make sure that it's all, oops, like together. It's I don't know, together. Then you wanna split it. See how this one is thin and this one is getting thicker because it has hair, more hair attached. So split it in half, take this part, and I guess you only need 1 clip. Then you're just gonna keep doing that all around. What I'm gonna do every second, I think I'm going to loosen it a bit so that it looks more puffier. And so sorry, Sekora. So I guess, yeah, this part, the part that you're not working with up here in front of their face, clip it. So I'm gonna loosen that part a bit. You could try and don't worry about clipping it, but so one thing is you want to make sure is that you're splitting it towards, Sekora, you're splitting it towards this middle part, because if you split it, say this side, and then you try to put it in, it's gonna look off. So I hope you understand what I'm saying. So you want to pull it kind of towards the middle of this elastic. See where that is, and then split it where that elastic is. And you're gonna see the elastics on this side. That's why I used black elastics for the hair color. So now we're getting up here, and the reason I like to wanted to anyways make these smaller was so that I'm not going so far to get to the other ponytail, because you will notice if you make them too far apart and the hair is short, you're gonna be like right at the edge of the hair. So see this part? You're gonna have small parts. So you're just gonna have to try to hide it underneath the hair. And if you have to, I guess you can go ahead and pin it after if you need to. It's probably gonna happen more once you get closer to the end of the hairstyle, because you just see how this part is short. Just hide it. So for this last part, you can either like twist it and then stick it in. I don't like how that looks. So I'm just going to split it in half. And I'm sticking it underneath this one. I'm not grabbing any other hair from another part or anything. I'm just sticking it in there. And then I'm going to put elastic in. Try to put it in as close to the inside here as possible. It'll be tricky, but do your best. Then I'm gonna do the same thing on this elastic here. Just split it up apart, stick it in the other part. Okay, you gotta the elastic until you have no more hair, and then when I get to the very end, which is probably this part here, I'm just gonna pin it, try to make it flow with the hair. So here, I probably could do it again. See, goes nicely. The littlest piece. So, yeah. Got where?
From this thing.
And then just stick it inside like that. And it looks like it's, yeah. So here, just fix these parts. So friends, I just went ahead and used some Blueberry Bliss control paste to get those edges, and then I used the end of my comb just to get those edges underneath that loop. And I went around and actually spread those loops apart just to even it out a bit. And bam, we're finished, friends. I hope you guys like this video. I hope you do it. If you don't know how to do a cornrow and you wanted to do the halo braid, try this out. And hey, I will still accept last minute pictures. If you want to see your little one on our Sunday video, check the link in the description box for more information. We love you, friends.
Subscribe to mine and Sefari's videos. If you like it, go in the comments below. And hit that like button below. Bye, friends!